The Edo State House of Assembly has sworn in Kabiru Ajoto as the new Speaker. His election follows the impeachment of the former Speaker, Justin Okonobo. 19 out of the 24 lawmakers signed his impeachment. The former Speaker and his deputy were removed for alleged abuse of office and high-handedness. Some of the allegations include his decision to shut down the Assembly complex to attend his son's graduation in the United States, and the fact that the Speaker has been awarding contracts without due process despite several warnings. The new Speaker is from Akwa Ibom constituency too.
We are 24 elected members, but we discovered that the wife turned herself to the 25th member to the extent that anything we discuss in executive session, the wife we hear. We start calling our wives to tell them that, oh, this is what was discussed today. Tell your husband that, no, he should not do this. The wife uses the Speaker's vehicle and convoy as if she is Mr. Speaker. At random. That is desecration of the Parliament. Mr. Speaker is not supposed to be a contractor at all. But we discover that he awards contract without following due process to himself. Here, we have cautioned him severally. He refused to heed to our advice. Severally in executive session, openly, privately. We have talked to him. He refused to listen. That Mr. Speaker, as Mr. Speaker, you represent an institution. You are a symbol. You are supposed to be very careful in the way and manner you conduct yourself, both within and outside the Parliament. But he refused to listen.
The Speaker has something to say about that. He has described his removal in these words: illegal. As far as Mr. Okonobo is concerned, those involved in his impeachment have already been suspended.
It's very unfortunate what happened this morning. We just started plenary when the member representing Akwa Ibom 2, Honorable Ibrahim stood up. I asked him to sit down, and that was wrong because he was not prepared to speak. And competition started, and they all started fighting. This kind of thing should not happen at this time that we need peace in Edo State for development. Because of this what has happened now, 11 of us started talking rubbish in the hall. With all that has happened now, the following members are suspended so there will be peace in this assembly indefinitely. The first one here is Honorable Kabiru Ajoto, Honorable Victor Edora, Honorable Monde Egalwa, Honorable Roda Dasoro, Honorable Peter Eruaga, Honorable Sunday Agedo, Honorable Emmanuel Agbaje, who started it, and Honorable Sunday, who started it. And Osagbobu, you are representing Oredo, they are all suspended. So to further notice for peace to return to the House. The good people of Edo State, we are on top of this matter. There must be peace for us to support the governor to take Edo State to the next level.
From Edo, let's move to Kogi State, where new APC delegates have emerged following an election. The process, which was adjudged free and fair, produced 3 delegates from each of the 21 local government areas and was supervised by the Independent National Electoral Commission officials.
APC members are gathered at the Lokoja local government area to vote for the national delegate candidates. The election is going out simultaneously in all the 21 local government areas in Kogi State. Speaking with newsmen shortly after the conduct of the exercise, the Lokoja local government chairman of the APC, Haruna Isa, revealed that 265 out of the 300 delegates voted during the election. 5 candidates contested the poll, while 3 of the candidates emerged as the national delegates at the end of the exercise.
So we thank God the election was set free. And at the end of the day, the 3 delegates emerged. And you can see it was open, free and fair. There is no ringing, there is nothing.
One of the winners, Ibrahim Adoga, while speaking on behalf of other delegates, said the election wasn't to test popularity, but a test of democratic institutions, which he said has shown that Governor Yahaya Bello is in charge of the party.
What is important right now is that when you look at the total number of delegates in Lokoja, and you look at the total number that has voted now, you know that majority, almost 100% of them were here, and they were happy to vote. This election is not a test of popularity, but it is a test of our democratic institution.
Those elected from this election will at a later date then proceed to Abuja, the nation's capital, to elect those who will manage the party affairs.
The Anambra State Association of Town Unions has condemned the proposed plans by the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, to boycott the governorship elections. The union, comprising all the President Generals of the 177 communities in Anambra State, told a press conference in Awka that the people must be allowed to choose their leader without fear.
We have heard the calls from IPOB for the boycott of the governorship elections in Anambra State due November 18, 2017. The Anambra State Association of Town Unions, ASATU, views this no election call as a product of misinformation. In ASATU's understanding, the election of November 18, 2017 is an opportunity for the people of Anambra State to freely, on their own, elect their governor, who will join other governors and leaders of the Southeast in fighting the evil cause. In this case, ASATU considers the call for boycott of the governorship election as not only unfortunate and misinformed, but certainly a call for a shot in one's own foot, a call for a goal in one's own net, and accordingly, a call to be seen as counterproductive and a dance to the gallery. Against the foregoing, it is the position of ASATU, and we state it here without mincing words, that Anambra State governorship election already fixed for November 18, 2017 by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, should be supported to hold as scheduled. We therefore wish to advise our brothers in the IPOB movement to reconsider their call for boycott of the November 18 governorship election in Anambra State, as such call cannot help the evil cause, which the IPOB is believed to be championing.
The governor of Akwa Ibom State, Udom Emmanuel, has inaugurated the newly constituted State Independent Electoral Commission, ASIEC, with the former resident electoral commissioner in Rivers State, Mr. Anedi Ikowak, as the chairman. He performed the ceremony at the executive chambers of his office in Uyo.
I can say I think we've had quality in this appointment. And we only expect that please relevant ministries, government agencies, and the entire Akwa Ibom people will also give them that maximum cooperation. Don't do what you do to the governor to these ones. This is purely an appointment for service of the state. They didn't apply for it. We're just in search of men of impeccable character and women of impeccable character and integrity, and called upon them to come and serve. Totally different from somebody who stood election, got elected. That one you can actually battle that one the way you want. But please tell them, let them allow these ones to focus and do the work that they have to do. Everybody cannot be a chairman. Allow these ones to do their work. Let's offer them our prayers. Let's offer them our support. And I want to reassure you that they will not disappoint us.
And still to come on the program, we'll be looking at security issues when we return. Rivers State Police nab suspected cultists, while in Edo State, the police are saying thank you to the residents. More details in a moment.